Is subtitle backing, is that the shading? Or is that like, I'm gonna assume that's the shading. Okay. On the first day. Oh, that's what it means. I guess I will just change it. That's so... There's not a lot of subtitle. Upon Earth... Wait, sorry, I gotta pay attention to the actual game. Upon Earth was planted an irrevocable poison. A soul-devouring demon. Okay. Dead person. It's very fluid. Oh, did we? Oh no. Can't you hear it? I can hear it. Okay. Sorry. Like, I feel like if I can't hear it, then stream wouldn't hear it. No, it wasn't narrated. I thought that it was weird they subtitled that. It literally wasn't narrated. This is very clean looking for a Dark Souls game. Sorry, it's not Dark Souls. For a Souls game, I feel like Souls game always has some kind of grittiness to the graphics. It is very good looking. Like, look at this. It's amazing. The only thing I care about in visuals. Like, I would even say, like, Elden Ring looked good, but Elden Ring didn't look polished. This is probably pre-rendered, but I do want to see what the real actual game looks like. Is that a dragon? I didn't see wings. They did say it was a demon. Excuse you? I said what I said. Okay. I'll take away the backing. I don't know where they would put it here. Okay. And it should be fine. Motion blur. No. Performance, yes. No film grain. That would just hurt. It would hurt the stream so bad. And no visual filters. I like how that's off. Alright. Do I want to play online? The following features will be enabled. We can continue online, but... Oh, wait. I don't have PlayStation Plus. I do have a thing for it though, somewhere. But no. Okay, I guess we continue offline because she ain't paying for PlayStation Plus. Nope. I think this game is currently on PlayStation Plus. I'm not sure. I saw something when I was buying this game. Body type A or body type B? Oh, feminine or masculine? I guess we're going feminine. Player's name. Let's just put in Devane because I am unoriginal. Maybe it could be Devaney. Okay, this is the attributes. So I usually go for like a knight type or a barbarian. Or soldier. I absolutely hate magic. Heavy clad. Okay, this is for heavy. Oh, restorative. Okay, so it's got some magic as well, I think. No, it doesn't. Yeah. I'm not super into a soldier of the church that believes in the God of this world, adept at close range and can draw upon restorative miracle. I'm not super into dealing with magic. Royalty. Is that like a knight? Oh wait, no, this is one here. Yeah. No, I'm not looking at it. No, it's not how I want to fight it. I might, because this one seems like pretty low gear. Let me just compare these two. I feel like I'm gonna go soldier. I'm sure there's one that's better. Maybe if I look at the... Like, this one has more strength. Okay, I guess I just don't go for the hat and I go on the one that I defaulted to. Class. Wait, no, that's a starting gift. Okay, I guess we are starting with grass jelly. Foundation. Choose your movement style. Wait, there's a style? I'm sorry, can you tell the difference? I think one is slightly leaning forward more. Oh, that's so weird. I literally cannot tell the difference. I can't tell. And this is like, oh, okay, it's a bit quicker. I've done like animations like this. It's like, what? Yeah, it's a bit quicker. I feel like it being faster probably will feel more natural. Hang on. I need to listen to this. I hated the one that I had in Elden Ring. I'm not super into super high pitched. That seemed like it was just changing the pitchness. I think in Elden Ring it was more, I don't know, more animated. Like these presets. Oh, these look wild. Oh my gosh. These are crazy. I can't even comprehend all these different looking, like, characters you can have. Okay. I always go for something real basic. What was that red-eyed one? I don't know. You usually get a helmet anyway. I assume it's the same in this game, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know why, but even when they're masculine, they look really feminine. I don't know what it is. I feel like that's just the default, isn't it? They're not very nice looking, most of them. I see. This is when you start to get real weird looking eyes. I feel like I can't handle the weird looking one. Sorry, I'm not gonna spend too long. I'm not super into spending forever on this in front of a chat. The only thing that matters is the hair anyway. In my opinion. I think you do get eyeliner and wings if you want, yes. I don't know how to scroll this. So if I scroll, okay, it does, okay. This is the most fun I'm gonna have. Oh, okay. That's exciting. Can't wait. A high pony, maybe. I don't like her forehead. Wait, is this the one that I started off with? Maybe this one. This one looks okay. We can change hair color. I don't know what hair color to put, nor do I. Hello. We go for purple. But a dark purple. Here we go. Decals. Wow, eyeliner. I think we could just go for some goth makeup. That's fine. And, did you end up finishing this game, bitch? Yeah, cool. I'm ready.
King
I don't want to be I'm sorry.
by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern
Yeah, did you end up finishing Elden Ring?
That is, until the colorless deep
Hang on, I gotta focus on the story.
Across the land.
A colorless fog.
Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land. But none have returned. Pure of the Twin Fangs.
I'm slightly not looking forward to this game.
Yet the silent chief, Saint Urbane, Scurva the Wanderer,
Yeah, these are the
the
knights that
sixth Saint
die.
Astraea with her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction.
So is it set
The deep fog
in
will
this
eventually
area?
swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog.
That
Has
circle
the land
thing.
found its savior?
I don't know what to call that.
Or have the demons found a new slave?
Yeah. Boletaria.
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure.
That's pretty.
So that you may lull the old one back to
The
slumber.
last pretty thing you'll ever see. So you're just someone who just stumbled upon the area. Hello. Okay. It's a very lush looking, very polished looking. Is this a soapstone? Standard attack, R1. Okay. And R2 is okay. Yep. Feels good. Oh wait, hang on, tutorial, these tutorials. Direction plus hold, sprint. Oh, you have to hold circle. Okay, yeah. Yep, okay. And there's no jumping, right? Or is the jumping... It's very dark. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about you streaming Elden Ring. Yeah, the game's really long. It takes a while to finish streaming it. Should get back into it. Yada started to stream Elden Ring as well, and then he stopped streaming. Is there a parry? They haven't said. That's fair. When did I move? It was the end of October. Yep, all going well. All good. Oh, to use the green stuff, bottom left, is it just the down button? They haven't told me yet. Is that, how do I check that stuff? Crescent, okay, consume to slightly recover HP and consume to reasonably cover HP, okay. The herbs. I'm assuming it's the D-pad. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, that's my... I thought it was my phone vibrating. That's just the PS5. vault over railings. Okay. Like, jump over this? So the way that I play these games is, look around every single corner. Yeah, it's square. Wait. Oh, it's just, you can vault over railings. That's weird. uh. Oh, my rolls are so slow. I'm gonna have to fix that soon. There's no way I'm rolling anywhere like that. I just thought it was interesting because you don't vault over in anything in other games. Can I? I'll just keep my stuff for now. I'm sure I don't have to roll that much. Yep. Oh, surely there's a back parry. Ah! Trying to find it, but... Hello. Do your weapons break? That would suck. Wait, what's this? Touch art stone. Oh no. What is this? I teleported somewhere. I can't go back. L2 to repel an enemy attack after parrying. Okay. Wait. Oh, so you L2 and then R1. Okay, that's what it's saying. I'm not very good at parrying, not gonna lie. Didn't even... Oh, way too slow. Oh no. No. Oh dear, this guy is wrecking me. How quick does it take this stuff? Oh, that heals you for a lot. I feel like, but that was the whole point of Sekiro. I'm not gonna do that until I don't have a shield. Until I can roll faster. Yeah, it was a rhythm game. Hey, here we go. Nice. Okay. I don't mind the rhythm game thing. I quite like the mechanic. Oh, I'm so nervous. I don't know how I always get nervous playing these games. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I've done so many of them for so many hours. Yeah. I get really, really nervous. Like, it really works me out. I know! That's what I mean. It's actually really nerve-wracking. Because, like, I don't know what's around the corner. I don't know what I'm gonna get mad at. I don't know how bad the bosses are gonna be, you know? Like, there have been places where I get really stuck. And I don't know when that next place is gonna be. I feel like... It's probably one of the reasons why I like the Star Wars one a lot, is that it never got... It was challenging, but it doesn't get that bad. Oh, there's a boss here. Yeah, it's just anxiousness that it's gonna screw me over. Yeah. I just don't know what's gonna happen. Enter the fog. Is this the colorless fog it's talking about? I thought it was gonna be a boss fight. Oh, how come that didn't parry? What did I do wrong? I also don't like jump scares, and this game has a bit of it sometimes. You know, the way that you have to like look around every corner. And then it gives you areas like, oh, I forgot what it's called. What is it in the first game? The swamp, the blight, our blight swamp thing. Actually, you know what made Elden Ring quite chill? Using Teacher, or whatever her name was. that assassin summon. Oh, that made my life so much easier. Oh wait, here it is. Oh, okay. I'm doing well. Am I meant to die to this? Because I think I was meant to die to this.
Soul of the lost,
I'm counting it.
from its vessel.
I'm sure it's possible to not die.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
This looks familiar.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
The Nexus has imprisoned your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. Okay. However, by capturing demon souls, you reclaim your corporeal body. Oh wait, so am I glowing like this all the time now? This area reminds me of... I think it was in Dark Souls 3, that like hub area? It looks the same to me. Oh, not all the time. Oh, I thought it would have been cool. I wanted to be glowing all the time.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you?
You too, huh?
You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons?
No, I'm just stubborn.
Try one of the Archstones. Now go.
Are these... Is this game like split into 5 sections?
To this accursed Boletaria.
So these are the Archstones. Okay. It looks so pretty. There's a person here. You look like a smith.
You new here. Are you here for my services? The name's Baldwin. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith.
It's the most ordinary blacksmith I've seen in the Souls
Bring me
game.
all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons. Or forge the ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. With my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, eh?
I don't know, you know how old men are just really strong despite not looking it sometimes? It's like that. Okay, well, I'm going to assume...
I can tell you're not going to last long here.
Wow. I don't know, I might quit the game, you don't know.
It's simple. In trade, with your souls... If you haven't heard, there's another blacksmith at the entrance to Stone Fang Mine. He's an eccentric old man. Knows his trade well. He's the only sane one left in a town of soul-starved men. If you do meet him, no, forget it. That stubborn old ne'er-do-well will just chase you off. No interest, eh?
Okay.
I can tell you're not going to last long.
Oh, there's a person here too.
Oh my, how has this happened? Has
I
God
almost picked your
abandoned us for
hairstyle, I
King
wasn't a fan of
Alat,
it.
failing to show proper respect? Oh, Mbassa.
I don't... Was she another one of us?
Oh, Mbassa.
What does Umbrasa mean? Is there full damage? Did I come in here with half health? I don't like all these messages here. With no stamina, your shield defense is ineffective. Oh, it's like all these hints. Okay, I did come in. I thought maybe that little jump just killed my health bar. Alright. I was like, well, we don't know where else to put it. We just put them all in here. I'm sure I'll read them all one day. I thought he was a mechanic if... I've kind of forgotten because I haven't played him in a long time. When you, like, there's something with the humanity and the effigy, I think that's what Virtual said. Okay, Gaze of Bolteria. So do I just have less health? How do I get my full health bar back? Yeah, at least it looks good. Oh, it's a dragon. Is that what we saw at the start of the game? I don't think it was. Maybe it was. If the game doesn't tell me, I like to know. Something behind me. Oh, I want to fix that roll. You do get to fix the roll, right? Oh, so the Archstone is how you teleport. It's not a, a bonfire? No. Like, if I was to heal with an herb right now, do I get health back? Or does it stay like that? I guess I can try. I don't know if your health back, it stays like that. Okay. damn it. I want to be able to roll into things and break stuff. Oh no, you got me. Oh, I guess this is just my playstyle for the start of the game. Yep, hello. I see you have fire. Didn't do much help. See, I'm still glowing. So I guess when I'm a glowing person, I don't have a full HP. I assume these doors don't open. No. The only way to go is this way. I don't know how to open these gates. I do like the way I look. I think this looks cool. I know, I want to fix the fat roll. Oh dear. It's completely useless to roll at the moment. Ow. Okay, we're not doing well here. Excuse me. Eat herb. Oh, this guy is beating me up. Why do I eat that right in front of him? Wait, what does those lights mean? No. What are you shooting at? These, you know what's weird about this game? These soldiers are like, I don't know how to explain it. They look human. And I feel like a lot of Souls-like games, like they're bigger and more disfigured, like these guys, or more stylized, I guess is what I would say. You know, they like to do the long limbs, small heads. No, it's just weird. It's like a difference in style. Like the polished look and the characters all have a different style to them. Oh, is that my... I'm covering my souls. Oh, hi. But it does nothing show up in the bottom right. Should I move my... I might have to move my overlay. They always put this stuff in the bottom right. Nom nom nom. Let's move it. Alright. Should be fine. Oh, wait. Why did it vibrate? Oh, it's because of you. Oh, it's those lights again. It's just... No, it's not. is it like maybe a more powerful soul, or is it like you're picking up a soul? I got a weapon. And I doubt it's any good. How do you see the stats? Here we go. The longsword is heavier. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, why do they do that? Okay. That stat on the right there, it looks like your weapon breaks. Does that mean I have to go back to the smith to fix my weapon? I hate weapon breakage. It is so bad. I hate it. Oh, why is he just staring at me? Get away, weirdo. Yeah. Oh shit, I am on fire. Get away. Was it that guy that was firebombing me? Yes, it was. Okay. How do you get that guy? Because he's like stuck in here. But there's no opening. That's weird. Huh. I don't understand. Maybe you can break down this whole thing. It's the only thing I can assume. Yeah, you know how you kind of just figure out the rules of the game, like what the game will and won't do in its mechanics? I feel like as a Souls game, this has broken several of them already. Like, how do you get down there? Thanks, Mexicans. Appreciate it. Oh no. Oh, answers that question, doesn't it? And now I've got a bastard sword. Why do I look so intense? I'm playing the game. Did I not look like this when I played Elden Ring? Well, Dark Souls was the start of another series. I'm relaxed. What the hell? You can't tell me what to feel. Oh, that was too early. Oh. Thanks. When I was younger, I straight up got told that I looked too serious. So many times. And to me, I think I've sorted it out. On the most part. Like, oh, you look so serious. I don't think I have a resting angry face. Resting serious face, sure. Hey, Shenanium. I don't know why, but these torches being off outside, it just unnerves me a bit. Sean? Okay. That's my natural face. An angry lady, damn. Okay. All the people around you must be like this all the time. They're like in the movie Smile that I've never watched. That's just creepy and weird. Oh, I did not get to that. Nope. Should probably heal that. No, don't shun people away. I don't understand the parry at all, I'm sorry. And maybe some people can't be parried. Oh no. This guy's rough for me. Okay, he was open there. So what if... After he attacks. Oh, I really need to get rid of this fat roll. No, don't... Oh my god, he healed! So did I, but... That's the point. Ah, shoot. Ooh. That was a really good hit. There we go. That was, I feel like, unnecessarily hard. There's a lot of ways to go. We can go through this grey area. Oh, there's another door here. There's a door on each side of this. See, the torches are on this one. I don't know if that means anything. I'm reading into it too much. I hate how dark it is. No, can't break these boxes. No, it's a firebomb. Never use that. Oh. Thank you. Oh dear. This game doesn't have bonfires, does it? Makes me nervous. Oh, it has some. Oh, okay. I'm seeing there's something. Let me figure it out. No. Oh, why does this go for forever? Maybe I should go in the other room. What's the point of this area? Oh. I'm sure that did something. Speaking of realizing, there's my weapon gone. Okay. And we have these other ones, but they're heavier. You can repair them, right? Sorry, I know I'm backtracking, but I just don't want to miss anything. Yeah, Santi. Hello, who's there? That guy looks scary. My work's being busy. Oh, he looks like he's gonna kill me, to be honest. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Okay, don't go that way. I called it, didn't I? I have to walk all the way over there. Okay, let's not go that way. Excuse me. Oh, I really need to sort out this fat room. Hang on. Oh, this is the stuff that fell down. I'm so smart. Okay, keep walking. Wait, hold on. Oh no. Maybe I should have fought them all. Oh no. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh. Oh, this is a problem. I thought they would, like, not chase you, but they chase you. So now I'm stuck doing this. Oh, could they not all jump on me? It's okay, guys. It's just a hack and slash. Really? Haven't even had a chance to level up yet. Oh, damn. I have to go through the whole thing again. Did I at least unlock a shortcut? Ugh. Preemptive parry. I cannot do this parry. No. Ow! Just suddenly have fire bombs out of nowhere. See this guy. I'm not going that way again. Although, can I pick up my souls there? Ow. Oh no, what's going on? It'll pass. I'm running out of this green herb so quickly. I don't want you to jump with him, please. Okay, so we learned we're not going that way. But we might have to get rid of the bow and arrow now. Wait, my souls. Oh no. Can I pick them up? Does anyone know? Okay, I remember there wasn't anyone in the room. Okay, they didn't chase me, thank gosh. We didn't check the armor that I got. Old ragged robes. They indeed are ragged. They are probably lighter though. But they don't have a single stat that's better. It might help me dodge. Nope. Nope. Only the main character can heal. Oh no. No. No, why? God. Oh, this is so infuriating. No, it's not really. No. Oh shoot, I'm about to die. That's so annoying. Sneaking around him all the time. Oh, finally, far out. What do all these other items do? Counter expose poison. Recover some HP over time. Ah. Consume to. Okay. What's in here? We should have a shortcut or something, you know? There were some doors, so maybe we can get a shortcut. It's annoying. Nope. I'm gonna give up on the parry thing. I parried once and I felt so good. And I haven't gotten anything wrong. Oh, I'm healing. I'm healing way too much. How do I get a bigger health bar again? Hello, who's in there? There is someone in here. Wait. Talk to this guy. The store. Oh, it's knocked down their barricades.
Who's telling me?
Oh, there's a thing to stop bleeding. And a long sword. In case yours breaks.
Go ahead.
I don't like running around with stuff.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yep, I'm done. I wanted to check. Does this stuff break? It does! This game's like a 0 out of 10. Even your armor breaks. Wait, which way did I come from? Yeah, it's this way. That's actually such a big L. Oh no. That's nice. Yeah. It depends how hard it is to repair them or get new stuff. Another one of these guys. Oh, I fell. No full damage though. Not from there. That hit me? This way. Ah, this whole area is big. I didn't even go down that big stairway. I gotta remember that. I don't know what are the points of the fog. If it's enough for a boss. dear. Okay, let's go over here so we're not. Hey, stores. I just wish you can heal. Let's see how quickly that heals. That heals a lot. That could have been useful in a bloody boss fight. Can you move over here so I'm not hitting the wall? Come over here. Wait, what? Multi-Q is coming back? Are you serious? I am not playing smart until multi-Q comes back. I can't tell you how over I am of OC casual. Because people get so butthurt and serious over the smallest stuff. And I'm getting real tired of having to play like a perfect, like, you know, you have to play like a pro, otherwise, you know, they're gonna be mad. And I'm like, man, I just can't play smart like this. It's terrible. I played a few NA Assaults and I had a lot more fun in that than in freaking OC Conquest last month. So I kinda just was just like, I'm just gonna give it a break. It was so annoying. Dude, how is it that I haven't gotten a single shortcut yet? I don't understand. Oh my lord. I hate fighting next to a wall. It's literally impossible. Oh my god, come over here, guys. I don't know what I'm meant to do. You might be right. The thing is, strong attack is slower against two people. Stop hitting. Okay. Just a painful spot to fight. Let me see. Yeah, probably. Because if you do that, so you're not hitting anything. Yeah, true. It also takes a lot of stamina. I don't know which way to go. I attacked at the wrong time. That's so many people up there. Damn. What's down here? I wish I bought stuff from that merchant now. I can always run back. Oh my god, it's a dragon. It's two of them. No, we're not walking that way. I don't think down there is the right way either. Unless the dragons are friendly, I'm walking back. I just want to unlock a single shortcut, please. I have to walk up and down the whole thing. Go down here. Did I miss you? Oh wait, this is guy that fell. Oh, I haven't gone down this way either. Far out. Area's huge. Yeah, I remember you yo-yoing back then. And what, now you're Garbo? I need to take my turns properly. What do you mean what happened? You had other hobbies. That's okay. Yep. I don't know, that one fell. Ow. Coming up. Okay. This is, yes, this is Demon Souls. This is the remake. It's a remake of Demon Souls. Demon Souls is the game that came out before the Dark Souls series. And they remade it for the PS5. When the PS5 launched. Yeah, it's OG. It's a very nice looking game. The remake is. I don't know what the original one looks like. I don't think it's as clean. Obviously. Oh, another one of those. I think you can vault over, like... Oh wait, no. Your hands hurt afterwards, really? Yeah. Oh, this guy doesn't have a shield. I don't know if that makes things easier. Oh god, no, god. Oh no. 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 It's just a thing to fight. Oh no! I almost took over my water. I want a shortcut! Please! Ugh. This is so infuriating. They all follow you too. You can't just run past them. They'll chase you down. I'm gonna break my weapons at this point. I don't know how he was hitting me, he wasn't even facing me. Oh, that was so far away though. Far out. I'm so depressing. I know how I'm meant to get all the way back there. Hi. Oh, you do have a back thing. Finally. I don't know. What do you mean? Like earlier, I just tried to run past all these, and then I had a horde of them following me. Oh, I think that's in Dark Souls 2. I don't know if it's in the other Dark Souls, but I don't remember. Hey, Raptor. How's it going? Thanks for facing the other way for me. Very nice. Oh, this guy. And I think there's another one behind me. Yeah. I knew I should have just gone back to buy some stuff. I would have died anyways. I know you level up your stats yet either. Oh, I have no stun. I should check that bar a bit more, actually. Hello? Where did you come from? Oh, I missed them. Oh. Okay. You must defeat the bad guys. Who knows if these guys are actually bad guys? Yeah, man. I don't know. I always feel like Souls games are just a morally grey game. I should never run. Kind of forgot how. Oh man, what are you? Oh. This game's getting exhausting. How do I get past him? Wait, you can be the bad guy? Is that like, is there a bad ending to this game? I feel like a heavy blow on that guy is pretty useful. Hello. Oh. There was two guys here. There is. Ow! No! I'm gonna die to these. Okay.
All right.
I'm just gonna buy some stuff. Just for funsies.
Thanks for that. Come back soon.
Don't like how close you are to me. The thief ring? What is a thief ring? Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I was. Yeah, maybe this way. Ah! That would require stealth. My favorite game mechanic. Ow. Hang on, hang on. So we'll get these guys at the top. And we go to the bottom. Ah! That part is useful. Yeah, I've been doing that, kind of. Were they the those fire barrels? Oh wait, we didn't get this other guy. Where are they? Oh, that sucks a bit. How much was thief ring? Ow. Raptor, people who don't know you would think you're being very serious. Oh, wait. Shoot. Ah, shoot. Oh my gosh. They almost got me. So not where I am. I want to level up. How do I do that? This game has me very exhausted because there is no bonfire and there has been no shortcut that I've found to get to here. Like if I die, I have to go through everything again and it is exhausting. I don't know, actually. The dragon is the way? No. That's where I went and I ran. Does the dragon give me a shortcut? That's all I care about, honestly. Oh, it was an item? Yeah, never mind. We can do that whenever. Which way was that way? Do we go that way? Ow. Where there is a horde of enemies. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Oh no, what do I just get myself into? I can't get up. That's not a door. Oh, that's a door had something else in it. Oh no. Get me through! There's nothing for me here. Nothing. Oh, there's another one of these! Why? I forgot about this one. Okay, there we go. I do like to fly kites. Did I go? I did go that way. No, I remember, I went this way and then I didn't go on the bridge because of so many. And I was over it. Oh yeah, that's right, they're bow people. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Around the corner, guys. Not around the corner. You can't tell me this isn't insanely annoying. The fact that my heavy attack only leaves him with like 3 HP. Oh, don't turn around! Why are you turning around? Okay. What? 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 Why are they rolling? What? Am I crazy? Wait. Is that all you had to do? Break these? Oh my god. Apparently that's how you clear them out. Oh. That's where the dragon was. Oh dear. That person has a fast roll. I can't roll through that. No, and they have more health than me. Oh, I don't know what to do. It's in general. I feel stuck. I feel like whatever I do, I'm gonna die and I'm gonna be back in square one and I haven't progressed at all because I haven't found a single shortcut or anything like that. I'm gonna go down the staircase instead. I don't think it's a crazy thing to feel. I just feel like, yeah, like I haven't done anything. Because say if I was to die and then not retrieve my souls, I would literally be back at square one. Like, I've done nothing. And that's why I'm really, like, worried and... It's so daunting.
All right.
Yeah, it's honestly... It's a bit yikes to me. I don't see any ring here. I was wondering if I should buy stuff. He remembers D with Windy. Windy? What's Windy? How do you compare? No, his face is terrifying. Is there no? There's no compare button, is there? They've never done that. Probably too heavy. Oh, I wanna buy stuff so I don't waste my souls when I die. When I eventually die. This is how my brain works. I can't run around with anything in it. Okay. I was gonna go down the staircase, which I think was this way. Or is this walking back? No, this is walking back the other way. Okay. Do it for us. Do what? Okay. I'm going down this way. No. Okay. Oh, I remember I put one out there. How do they even leap so high? Stairs are broken, man. Look at that. It's crazy. Oh, a shortcut. Kind of. But you have to fight all these. Is this a shortcut? Yeah, it is. I got a cling ring. What does that do? Less HP reduction when in soul form. Ah. That would be nice, actually. That's how that person got more HP. I wonder how much it is to level, because I did spend all my monies. Spending all your money on me. Oh, let's just keep going then. It'll be really annoying to go through all this too. I wonder if it'd be easier up the stairs though. Okay. We are going to get the item past the dragon. I don't know what's happening down there. I already kind of ran through that section, didn't I? It was this way. How do I take this off? Can I roll quickly? No. How much to quick roll? Equip burn. Okay, so I assume that has to be at 70%. No. This is still slow. What the hell? Is it... No, it's still slow. Oh, well, that's annoying. Alright, here we go. If I take off my shield, I wonder if it counts rings too. Probably. 50%? Oh, but my whole mechanic is using the bloody shield. Damn it! Okay. Now, let's just see how we go. Well, we can actually run now, so... Do I go do the dragon thing? Oh, I don't need the item? Okay. I do not trust this one bit. I'm faster too. Right? Like, I'm not imagining that. Shoot, this is what I meant. Get through! God damn it! Keep going! Okay. Someone got through. Oh no. How did people get through? I feel like I've been cheated by the game. Ah! No. I can't do anything. I was healing! You think I could heal in front of 4 people? No? God damn it. Hello. I don't know. Like, ran at me. This is what I mean. Like, the aggro for these guys are high. Yeah, that sucks. What to do now? That's lovely. Yeah, it feels a lot better. But that still wasn't good. That means I have to do that again. Yeah, how the hell? How the hell that's gonna happen? How am I gonna walk up this? I like how the whole mechanic of that bridge is that the dragon's gonna come and get them all. But it doesn't work. I feel so cheated. Maybe. Yeah. I do tend to run inside. But I don't know. I felt like they all followed me. That's why I did. Because they went to the corner. Oh. And he noticed me. Instantly, I walk out and he saw me. What the hell? Doing the whole thing again. Hold on, these explode. Oh my gosh. I knew they explode. The ball? Ah, yeah. I don't have to go through that. That's still a while away from here. Hang on, there's a guy on the left here too, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Not working out. Kinda. I don't really know very much about it, just in general. But this is the game that came out before Dark Souls, the Dark Souls series, and I think, you know, a lot of people treat it as the predecessor to the series. Like, I don't think canonically, it's like not in the story or anything. I don't know about this whole story thing. I don't think so. The story doesn't sound the same. I could be wrong. I feel like too, like, when you start off Dark Souls, they don't really, like, there's a story, but it's not told to you, whereas the start of this game, it was told to you, which is really weird. Yeah. No, how dare you? Oh, how is this missing? Oh, that sucks. I hit the. Oh, I wasn't up yet. Yeah, pretty much. I don't really look into stuff like that. I know I should, but I don't. I tend to enjoy games as they are. You slow, like, falling is really slow, and then getting up is really slow. Ah, I had no idea that was a thing. Ah. This whole thing that I thought was absolute cheese, well, I should have known. I struggled in this bit a fair bit. Over there. And I already found out because they shot at the balls and they hit me. I was like, wait, what? Oh no. Oh, right. I do not remember you guys, to be honest. Wait, why did I miss? Do not like your round shields. Alright guys, are you ready? Are you ready for the BS? Okay. I obviously have no idea what that is. Okay. 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 Here comes the dragon. Oh, see? They all stay here. Oh my gosh. just get my stuff. Ah! It is... I don't know what I'm doing. Ow! Ah! Hang on. I'm currently running away. I don't know if that part's obvious. Why is there a slime? Why does every game have to have a slime? I'm still panicking, by the way. I don't know if that was obvious. Unknown hero soul, very important. Okay, cool. Lovely. Oh! Ow. That didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. I think there was a lever I was meant to, oh. Okay, I opened a door. That's very important. I do want to go back up. It's the other side. The other side, and the other side. Okay, I'm gonna crawl up. Parrying. I haven't parried at all. Is that a joke? I managed to do one parry. I was so excited. I was like, yes, maybe I can parry. And then I failed all of them afterwards until I gave up on the parry. Like, it's not gonna happen anymore. I can't figure it out. So I'm just gonna... Yes. Oh yeah, I'm going up to do the lever. Oh, it's one of those shards. Maybe it's a, what do you call? A material. I remember there being a lever, but there was about 6 enemies chasing after me. I should have been burnt to a crisp by the dragon, but it didn't happen. I never really managed to handle parries, in other games. I don't think Sekiro counts, but that was the whole mechanic. Hey. Oh, okay. He's gonna throw a fire thing at me. This feels unfair. Okay, this feels very unfair. What is this corner that I have created? No! Get on the step, okay. They have very animated faces. A shield, lovely. I'm slowly running out of healing things. I need to get more. Okay. Is this the room where I panicked? I don't know if this guy's still hanging out. No. We have a problem. I might reset this area and then do it. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. I just don't know how many people there are. Oh, there's all of them. Oh, frick. Keep running. Oh, this is so unfair. Sugar. Yeah, I tend to do that. I'll trigger the cinematic later. I'm gonna see if I can level up first. This is annoying. I wonder if there's a faster way to walk down those steps because they go funny at the end. What do you mean turn right? I'm gonna go back. No, I didn't pull the lever. Didn't do it yet. Ah. How do I go back? The Nexus. Ah. Right. No, so when you do the fire breathing thing where it burns all the people on the bridge, a horde of people followed you. And I just had a horde of people. The lady. Is it this lady? No, not that lady. Maybe I haven't got the lady yet. Oh, this lady. This lady? No, they absolutely block you. It's crazy. Maybe I haven't got it yet. I do want to know.
Oh, good. I can forge weapons for you.
You can repair, okay. And you just have a repair all button. Repair this one, please.
Do come back alive.
Well, hopefully those soldiers won't be at the top then. No, pull the lever. At least these give you healing stuff. So there's no Estus flasks or something similar, is there? Unless there is and I just haven't been given it yet. Yeah. That does suck for mobs, because I feel like, for mobs, for bosses, because I feel like if it's a consumable and you're stuck on a really hard boss, well then you're gonna have to go back and go grind some more, grind for some more veggies, right? So you can go back and do the boss. Throw some bombs. Ah, they're not on here. I suppose they could be. Yeah. That was somewhat effective. Not that effective, but somewhat effective. Oops, testing! Oh, these guys only give you Hearthstone shards. I don't like using consumables in boss fights. Do you know why? Because I always die in those rounds. No. I have not made much progress, and I'm now complaining about the lack of grass. I think I can just ignore these. They don't chase me, do they? They can't, they're slime. Wow, no soldiers on this path. It's crazy. You actually have to fight this section to get through it. Oh, wait. What the hell is this corner? Are you kidding me? This is... Oh, oh man. Oh, I'm gonna die. Does everyone have to deal with this corner? Oh wait, oh frick me, dudes. Exhaust me. The only thing I care about right now is having more greens. Maybe the best way to get there is actually the other way. But I'm gonna assume those mobs are back on the bridge again. Not a single grain. It's depressing. Oh, oh, this one? This one heals for more. Okay. Oh my gosh. You do not get a say. No. I can't believe that thing can send things. What is it shooting at me? What the hell? I was, but I no longer have any. I wouldn't mind some more. maybe the person spending all my money on rings. Okay. That looks important. These doors are fake. Okay, time to go down. Outside the living room on the left. Okay, not these ones. No. Yeah, look at all this stuff in there. Crazy. And it's just some pine resin. I don't even know what that stuff is for. Take it. Fuck.
Yay, pine resin.
Everyone's excited about pine resin. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't actually kill these. Right. Yeah, big boss door. Cool. You're having fun. Where's Virtual? Is there a reason I can't level up yet? Do I have to wait for something? How dare you eat? Does anyone remember? Try to remember how the level up works, because I didn't see any lady to speak to when I went back to the Nexus, so I don't think there's anything there yet. I can. Oh, you have to do the first boss, okay. Alright, well in that case I should spend all my money.
I can forge weapons for you.
I bet I can't upgrade anything. Can I upgrade this? No, I can. Cool. Yeah, it's not nearly enough money.
You come back alive. I need your business.
Is there a store here? I don't think there is. Wait, who's this?
I'm stockpiled when the Scourge came. I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here in this Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope
My
to be
wife.
an assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after
You know
your
how I
excess
say
baggage.
very often? He's a storage guy. You know, I say very often, especially with Souls-like games, like just say what you mean. The language is so much more simplified. They're not, I feel like in Souls games, in Elden Ring, or whatever, they're always speaking in riddles. And my eyes just glaze over because I can't understand what they're talking about anymore. Like, I don't understand. You don't make sense. Okay, let's run up. No. No. It's just more slimes. Okay, what do I do? Because it seems like actually attacking me just don't do anything. I think so, yes. I could try it. Wrong button. I don't know if 11's gonna be enough. The thing is, if I fail, then I have to go get more bombs. Oh yeah, I died. Now I see. Oh, there's a thing inside. So, what do you do? A shard. I haven't even been able to touch him yet. Oh, I don't like the look at this. Please, by all means, backseat me. As long as it's not telling me I'm trash. Oh. Okay, it's not really working. Oh wait, that's okay. That's not enough. Why do I feel like there's more? Oh, I actually hit it. I am more. Oh, I'm out. Funny, I had another. Okay, I feel like my next course of action is going to be farming. That actually does a lot of damage. I guess I just commit. Oh dear. Don't you dare. Why is it running away now? Okay. Oh hey, that's lovely. The first boss was literally a slime. Oh, is that what the pine resin is? What are these shards that I'm getting? Lovely. I'm out of healing thing. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so I guess I go back. Do I go the Lord's Path or do I go Nexus? Let's try now. No, I'm in a cutscene now. Really okay, actually. Should go to the bathroom soon, though. Ugh. She has like wax on her eyes. That's what I'm saying. It literally tells you the story. It's a very, like, they do it in a very straightforward way. For some reason, I didn't expect it. Okay. Oh, wait. I have to go above. Okay. Up here? Or is it higher? Might be the other staircase. Nope. Oh my god, I'm lost. It is. I don't know what she was trying to tell me. I think I got it wrong. Up again. There's a room in here. Wait, this place is huge. What the hell? Is this the correct up? What? It's massive. Hang on, I'm just having a little look-see. There's an item over there. Okay. My house wasn't this big. Alright. Oh, it's another level. Go back. I missed it. Are you kidding me? Okay. I missed it. Left here. I think this is what you mean. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm going down. Oh, I got an item. I ran past him. Are you joking? These things? Oh, that's terrifying. Okay.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons. I am one of the Monumentals. We preserve the fabric of reality. There is a tale I wish to tell you. Once, we too a scourge of demons faced.
Oh, I'm gonna get a cutscene.
In the distant past, under benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. across the land seeped a colourless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to its slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and most of the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what lands still
Thanks,
remain,
Hashi.
we entrusted 6 leaders with 6 precious archstones. One to the king of a small yet industrious land. One to the king of the burrowers underground. One to the wise queen of the great ivory tower.
These are 5
One to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. One to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen.
Is there like 5 big bosses
And
or
the
something?
last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed in the fringelands that survived. We contained the Old One here below the Nexus and prohibited the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain.
Okay.
Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know.
Well,
Have you the strength to bear this burden?
every other game had a lady, I think.
Yes. We are fortunate indeed to have you.
Well, obviously, I'm
Now,
accepting his
go
offer.
forth and destroy every last
No,
demon.
okay, game over.
The Old
I don't know
One,
what happens when you
without
say no.
demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
But yeah, there was a girl in every other one, which is interesting. Maybe everyone else didn't like the creepy baby, which is kind of funny. Alright, now what? I gotta go back down. Took me forever to get up here. Okay. I assume I go down, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. This is going back up. No, no, save me. Okay. I just went around in a circle! I got... Okay, hang on. I went this way. Okay, down here. This place needs a map. Yeah, no one edited this at all. Crazy.
Brave soul.
Well, I mean, I guess we do have a lady, yeah.
No fear. Prithee,
They always have something covering their
lull the Old One
eyes.
back to its ancient slumber.
Eye stones briefly connect diffused worlds. Should you lose your physical form, remember Eye Stone. That doesn't make sense, actually. The Maiden in Black manipulates souls with inhuman prowess. Her strength allows her to aid slayers of demons.
What is it? Seekest thou the power of souls?
Seek soul power. Yes.
Of course. After all, thou requirest strength.
I do.
Go ahead. Touch the demon inside me. Let these vagabond souls become thine own. Soul of the mind.
Okay.
Ether. Soul
Yeah,
of
well,
the lost.
what does vitality do in this game? I feel like it's a very important question.
So the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
It gives you actual HP. Okay. I don't know, with vitality, well, your health, I don't know what I'm trying to say, never mind. Stick with vitality and strength. I don't know if there's anything I need. Endurance would be important. I don't know if there's a certain, like I haven't come across a weapon that I want yet. Oh, does it? Okay, that's probably not a bad thing. I thought endurance would just be...
Art thou finished?
I think it would be like the other game.
May thy strength help the world be mended.
Okay, great. Do you not have a store in here? I feel like something was overlooked. Who's this guy?
Are you here
Maybe
to
he's a
face the
store.
demons? If so, please free Sage Frake the Visionary from his cell in Latria. I will help you however I can.
Oh, there's a
I
spell
can teach
guy.
you elementary spells.
I don't
Sage
like
Frake is a gleaming
spells.
hope for humankind, but I have not the power to save him alone. I see. Suit yourself.
Do I need Dex? Well, I want a store so I can buy leaves. I feel like that's important. It's crazy that there isn't one.
It's simply trade with your souls. I can eke out a living.
Purchase item. Oh, this guy has some. He's only one of those. He doesn't get the red one. Which isn't gonna be helpful later on. I wonder if you can level him
There
up.
aren't enough smithing tools in this temple to handle all the work. Only certain ores can be used to forge weapons. But you'll just have to make do. And be thankful that I can do anything for you at all in this forsaken place. Do come back alive. I need your business.
Wait, who's this? I don't know if these people were not here before. I haven't seen them.
I have sinned. I swore allegiance to Saint Urbain, but was of no use to him. And now I have run away and abandoned his augustness.
What kind of bad salesman is that? True.
Oh, you must be another disciple of God.
Buy my stuff,
I
but
too
none of
am
it's
on a
good.
quest to fight the demons in the name of the Lord.
Please
May I
sub,
share
but
God's power with you?
it's bad content.
Do not be bashful. We are both cut from the same cloth.
And he gives other spells.
You wish to train yourself in...
So you can learn magic and stuff here. Well, Satos. There's like... I've discovered that there's this tiny little thing on this cup that isn't pleasant to drink from. Okay, well... Yeah, like a roughness. No, I might have to go bathroom actually. Wait, did I get it? Oh, I think I got it. Right. I thought this would have. Oh, this is the Lord's path. Okay. Got it. I do need to go to the bathroom. I did say that like a few seconds ago. Alright, 1 second. Am I set to mature content? No, I'm not actually. I don't swear much, so I'm not. I used to because I used to swear a lot. Alright, we're back. Well... Wait, so when I die, do I turn back to phantom mode again? I assume that's how it works. That's why you have the eye thing. I didn't quite understand the whole eye thing. I gotta get rid of that. I keep forgetting. I don't. Yeah. Oh, that's from Cult of the Lamb. I thought that would be something else. Is there anything in these? No, it's just a lantern. Okay. No, I didn't open the throwing knife. The ephemeral eye? Okay. Are they hard to get? But once you die, you're back to other mode, right? Here's how I feel about consumables. Nope, I just don't like to bother. Like if it gets used, that's it. Okay. That's nice. Do they come back again? Who knows? Oh, it does come back again. Is this like a running? My dude. I don't understand. Is it a timed thing? I don't actually. No! Figured it was bait. Oh, you gotta bait it, okay. Does it go out here? No. Only on the bridge, I think. I hate this game a bit. You love this part? Oh, you're wild. Someone just play for me. Oh, someone here. I wouldn't mind a merchant. I say this, but I barely have any money. Gash resistance, right? Yeah, I know, it is so high. I think the fact that you haven't got S this fast is... Well, that matters. This... Wait, what? Item will exceed carry? Oh, gosh. This is why you have storage! You're joking! Oh... Not like this. I'm gonna forget about that item. I feel like I should go back and just do the storage thing, but... Dragon, can you run back? Excuse me. Oh no. How do you get these unknown souls? They're like you can claim them, right? That way. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, here. I don't know what point baits it. went to the other one. You don't make it. You don't make it. What the hell? You don't make it. Oh. Yeah, back to this. I don't know when he comes back. It's coming back, I think. Oh, there it is. I think you're meant to. Yeah. Give it a go. Oh, let me try again. Yep, didn't get it. Yeah, it seems about right. And then arrow. Wow. Man, they were like stunned that I'm there. That was weird. Games is usually pretty bad. Yeah, it's dark. No, it looks like rats. This guy looks like a merchant.
Ah, we hope you find something that's...
I guess I can get 3 of those. He does look like him, yes. Oh, they're not rats, they're dogs. Why? Why are these dogs so weird? Why do their eyes look like they're bulging out of their heads? They have like a metal thing on their faces. Just attack that. Wait, have we been in this section before? Huh. Yeah. I didn't realize you can just kind of continue on under here. Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I didn't, like, use a lever or anything, because it was definitely a gate, and I remember there would be an item on the other side. And I must have already gotten that item. Oh, that was weird. And yeah, this is where the merchant is. The merchant's here. Okay. That's weird. Buy another health thing. Thank you. I'm gonna load up.
All right. Thanks for that.
I will need to go back to the Nexus and like dump all my stuff though. Probably just armor and things that I don't need. The heavy stuff I should. This part's the... Okay. I'm gonna assume it comes here too. There it is. Yes. Yes, it did. Off we go. Imagine if I still had heavy armor. Oh my gosh. I'm not happy with where you place these things. I healed, but I didn't know. Okay. No, that broke off. Nope. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. At least he didn't. Who knew I didn't have the stamina for that? At least he gave me more grass. Grass that I need. Alright, it's a some more bridge. Oh, it's a cutscene. That's big. What the heck is that? Wait. That's where you put the boss? Oh my gosh. I'm not doubting that it's fun. Oh, and they also have... Oh, I do like no damage to it. Any tippers? You can get rid of these guys, but I don't think that's gonna help me out. Oh, he's got magic too, that's cool. I'm trying to think. I don't have magic. It looks like I'm just gonna have to grind. I don't know what else I'm about to do. I'm gonna have to grind to get stronger. Oh my gosh. I've done no damage. Oh, and that hits me? What the hell? No, I call BS. Oh, wait. What did I get hit by? An arrow. Is it genuinely just, like... Look, any tippers are great. Honestly. I'm fine for some tips. No. I know we all love letting people figure stuff out on their own. But I just ain't got the time to figure stuff out on my own. It's sad, I know. I really think I just have to be stronger to fight him. It'd be cool if I can like jump up on his head. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna die though. Before I find out. Shoes blue. No, hit this shoe. Ow. Okay. I don't know how I'm getting hit. Oh! This feels very down. It's got an Achilles heel. You can see the damage on it. The only thing is, I don't think I can, not seem to hit it. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I can see the leg. The left leg? Wait, why the left leg? Okay. Ah! God damn it. I'm gonna have to get more herbs. Yeah. This is why the lack of Estus Flask is bad. Okay. No, it's a consumable. You have to go get more. I know, it's actually gross. I have to go and grind for some souls and then go buy them. Okay, I still gotta do what I gotta do. Unfortunately, I don't know how to make a flaming weapon. Yeah, it really makes it sound like magic's the easy way to go. It's easy to fight. Oh, okay. Do you just press square and then it applies it? Wait, is this thing alive? Oh shit. No. I went off. I'm also now dead. Oh! Go away! Honestly. I guess you do get a fair bit of pine with him. Yeah, no, wait. So the only way to get to the merchant is this guy. This way. There's something in the way. I don't know, I think this is the quickest. Did you ever finish Neo? The only thing is, these guys aren't worth very much. Were they always worth this little? Oh, and that's right, I gotta go back to the Nexus to get my items back in storage. Storage king. Ow! Oh my gosh. You think I would remember? I also haven't gone back around this way. Yeah, it is. This game is a bit of a grind. The lack of Estus flasks and not having bonfires in certain locations. Oh, did they? What other area was there? What do you mean? You're gonna make me waste all my stream time doing all this stuff? You just use the, I don't know, the dragon to like, ow. Bunch of different worlds, really? Oh wait, those are the statues, they're available to you now, aren't they? But wouldn't that be harder? Alright, okay. Yeah, the store. Wait, he's not here anymore! Does he move? He moves? Oh, this game is driving me mental. I see what you did. Yes. You went to the hardest level so you can get the most souls. That is smart. The guy did that too? So the guy did that, and then do they level up afterwards? Alright, which way did I go? Well, it wasn't this way. No, it would have been this way. Okay. I don't believe the guy moved. So true. I'm doing all this to buy leaves. Maybe I should just go do it now, honestly. But I'm just scared I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I'm gonna die to slimes. No! Oh, I died to slime. I will try. I will try. I was born to try. No. I just want lettuce. That's all I want. I want to buy lettuce. Where is the dragon? Oh, there it is. They were the hardest enemy in the game. That's nice to know. Let's go here. Good night, Oda. We will. We will. Oh my god, I can't even retrieve these souls. Retrieve the souls! Okay. All these dogs are insane. You know what's effed up? The only merchant is behind the dogs. Okay, I guess we just have to cross the bridge twice. Why isn't there a merchant in the Nexus? I don't understand. I will! I just want some lettuce! I wanted to do that first! But apparently it's so hard! Oh! Man, this game... Oh man, I bloody hope so, because I have none. I will go to World 4. It will happen. It will, it will, it will. Oh, this guy. Okay, we're going the other way. I'm really, really tired, not gonna lie. I don't want to sleep. They're coming? Right. Now if we go this way.
All right.
He's at 400 each. It's... Oh, really? It's too heavy. With that... Can I sell?
Thanks for that.
Man. Boy, am I really giving up on this game. Okay. I guess I'm going back to the Nexus. I didn't think the grass would freaking overload the capacity. Wait! My gosh! Okay. I can't walk back. Oh wait. Oh no. I have to go past the box. It looks like I'm dying again. I know. I know it is. Oh, this is insane. Okay. It's hard because it's like it's core mechanics of the game.
Thou seekest the power of the then touch the demon inside.
Oh, I need to seek. No, go away. I need old matey over here.
I would be happy to lighten your load.
I'll never use that spear. There might be a time that I might need it. How do I switch to storage? Okay. Put that there. Archstone, okay. Is there anything else that's too heavy that I shouldn't have? Heavy arrow.
Rest assured, your goods are safe and sound with me.
Oh, I don't have a thief ring. Okay. What have I got to lose? Into this guy here. So they're 300 a pop, but if I'm using herbs at the same time, I'm not really gaining money. You know? Well, I got here, alright? Oh. Ah! What's the big lap? That thing? Okay. I only got 2 there. How many more are there? But you know, this still doesn't solve the issue that I have with the merchant. With, the merchant is in such a bad spot. Okay. So did they do this and then they leveled up a bit? Just those 2? Okay. Oh, I mean, I did do this in Elden Ring too. Yeah. Yes. That's pretty bad. I'm sure eventually you'll get better at it. Oh yeah, no. But yeah, I feel like the gameplay of this game hasn't been BS. Just it has just been like this thing, like the fact that you don't have an Estus flask, the way how like you don't have checkpoints everywhere. You kind of have to go around the whole thing. If you die, and then the weight thing, you have to store stuff. The limited resources, yeah, I hate limited resources so much, because I like to, when I'm doing my bosses, I like to trial and error until I understand it. I don't like to worry about resources. And so having to worry about how much herbs I have is actually kind of annoying. I like how it's adamant on rolling. No, that breaks. Okay. Oh man, I'm really not good at this guy. Oh. I can get the backstab on. Yeah, it kind of means I'm probably gonna be up all night. Oh, fuck out. Okay. Yeah, I can't play much longer than this. I have a bit of a strain. Struggling. Oh, why is she standing up now? Because she moves you around.
Then touch the deep soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
What do you think is the most useful thing?
Soul of the lost,
Vitality?
withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
This one helps with item burden as well, which is interesting. Oh, I don't know what to do. Yeah, because you gotta store them.
Art thou finished?
Wait, you don't keep stuff? Anyway, we can go back to the boss. And try the pine resin thing. I assume it's a temporary move. I need to go to sleep. I'm wondering if I do this later, maybe. 1 minute? Okay. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I, give this a go next stream. It's just my eyes hurt. That's literally the reason. I don't want to look at the screen anymore. It's not even, it's not even what I was expecting it to be. Sometimes it's like, if you have a long day, no, I'm so tired. When you have a long day and then you just, you can't focus anymore. If it was easy to get to the boss, I'd be like, yeah, sure. No, I can't look. I actually can't look. I should probably get some rest. I can't even look. Yeah. I'm sorry for letting you down. Thanks for enjoying my complaining. I know, it was a lot. It really was. I am surprised they kept those mechanics in, but I know a lot of people would have been mad if they took them out or changed them. But honestly, I would have preferred if they gave you the option to use a different mechanic. Like, at least with the Estus flasks. And just, like, gave you the option at the start of the game. I reckon they could have done that. I wouldn't have minded it. Because I would have done that. Because this way, it just makes it so much more grindy. Yeah, I understand that, Virtual, but I haven't got all the time in the world to be grinding for lettuce. It definitely looks great. I just don't like the few stuff that they've, like the few stuff in this game that's gonna make things so much harder and take so much longer. Unnecessarily. And I'm trying to play this before the new Star Wars game. I really don't want it to drag out. Yeah. No, I agree, Virtual. I do. That's just... That is like my feedback. I am so glad they changed that mechanic though. Because... Yeah. That made it so much more accessible. Oh no, we'll stream this next week. It's still fine. It's just, I'm gonna be complaining a lot about that. I'm gonna be complaining a lot about the lettuce. For sure. I have less issues with the way some of the mobs are placed and their aggro, and more about the itemization and how that all works. It's not so much the gameplay, it's the itemization stuff, like the fact that you have to put things into storage and that kind of thing. I'm sure that's fine now that I know, but it's just stupid. It's so dumb.